I told him I didn't reply back, and then he found out that I replied back to the guy saying like I can't talk to you anymore, Brian doesn't want to talk. So he starts blowing up.
The cruiser's dash cam rolls on, a silent observer in the humid Florida night. Inside a house in Polk County, a woman's voice cracks as she reveals her core conflict. She doesn't want her husband to lose everything. Just feet away, Kyle stands in cold cuffs, head bowed, utterly silent. The weight of what's left of his world is pressing down on him. Tonight, one agonizing question will detonate the fragile remnants of their marriage.
Brian says in order for it to work, I need to cut communication with you guys, blah, 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 all this stuff. So he wants me to change my phone number, he wants me to delete Facebook, he wants me to not have any contact with these people at all for them to be able to tell me anything.
Stay with us, and you'll hear the exact words that forced her to choose between love and safety. It's a story of tough choices, hidden fears, and the complex reality behind closed doors. We'll find out why in the unyielding world of domestic law.
When they spoke to the husband, he admitted to having a drinking problem, but denied all the allegations his wife made against him.
The state of Florida might just override her decision anyway. It's a sweltering Thursday night when dispatch gets a call initially labeled verbal only. But the neighbor's frantic 911 audio tells a darker story. The caller recounts hearing shattering glass, followed by a woman's scream to stop.
Hey, Brian?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, can I talk to you real quick, just out, away from the kids?
Sure.
So I understand a little bit of arguing or something going on this morning?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. You want to just tell me what's going on, or?
I've had a drinking problem. I'm not drunk right now.
The caller saw no weapons, only his fists, emphasizing that he was military big and his size was frightening. 8 minutes later, Deputies Morales and Klein roll up without sirens or lights, standard protocol for domestic calls.
Like, if this is going to be the statute for an assault or not. Because when you threw that, did it put you in fear that you were going to be hit with the cup?
Well, I wouldn't have called.
Okay.
The house is dim, curtains drawn tight. The front door is cracked open just a sliver, an invitation and a warning. The air is tense with unspoken history. The body cam audio clicks on, capturing every strained breath.
Whenever he was here, it was his left.
Okay. When it hit the ground, where did it hit in relation to where you're at?
It hit the fireplace. Whenever he threw it, it was going like that, and it wouldn't hit the TV.
Back of family photos, blurring smiling faces. The wife, 31-year-old Emily, stands barefoot, arms wrapped tightly around herself. No visible bruises, but her voice trembles with fear.
Argument over cheating and drinking quickly escalated inside a home, ending with a metal cup flying across the room and deputies called in.
Her husband, 34-year-old Kyle, leans against the kitchen counter, jaw clenched and defensive. Kyle says it was just an argument over money. He admits he stupidly slammed the cup into the wall, not at her. The deputy then points out a crucial distinction. Making her fear for her safety can still be assault under the law, even without physical contact. This is where the law gets precise.
Was there anything in it?
Water.
Any liquid or anything? Okay. So did that water go on the floor? Or?
It did.
Okay. All right.
Florida Statute 784.011 is clear. An intentional threat that creates a well-founded fear of imminent harm is assault. It's about the fear, not the touch.
Around it said that he was in his demeanor looked calm and whatnot. What was he doing? You said he went to the fridge, and then what else was he?
He was trying to get me to come back inside. He told our son, tell mommy to come inside, I want to talk to mommy.
The deputies separate the couple for individual interviews, a strict protocol to get two distinct stories. In a spare bedroom, Emily hugs a pillow like a life raft. Deputy Morales asks if there have been prior incidents. She whispers it's the first time she's ever called the police in their 8 years of marriage.
Okay. So what's going on? What happened today?
Today, so there's these people that have reached out to me to tell me about the infidelity.
Okay.
I didn't know anything about it. And this person messaged me on Facebook.
But when the deputy asks if he has broken things or yelled like this before, a long, agonizing pause hangs in the air.
If charges are able to be placed on your husband, do you wish to press charges against him for the act of throwing the cup in your general direction, so much so that it would have struck you if you would not have ducked out of the way?
She finally whispers that it happens every couple of months. In the front yard, Deputy Klein runs Kyle through a questionnaire. His military history includes 2 tours in Afghanistan. He admits to drinking 3 beers and having a 9mm pistol in the nightstand. Dispatch radios back. 0 prior domestics on Kyle's record. But then, a red flag emerges. A sealed juvenile battery charge from 16 years ago. It suggests a pattern of aggression that began long before Emily. Morales confers with his partner. She's clearly terrified, but showing the classic ambivalence of a battered spouse. Klein agrees, but points out they have the broken mug, the stained photos, and the chilling 911 tape. Often enough evidence, even if a victim wavers. They bring Emily to the cruiser, a deliberate move to give her a sliver of private space. Morales sets his body cam on the hood, its blinking red light a frantic heartbeat in the night, recording a life-altering decision. The deputy asks for a simple yes or no. Does she want them to arrest him tonight? The tears she'd held back finally fall. In a whisper, she asks, what happens if she says yes? The deputy explains the consequences. Shaking, Emily says she's not trying to ruin his life. The deputy's response is soft, but firm. Protecting herself isn't ruining him. His actions led them here. 43 seconds of silent, agonizing sobs stretch out. Finally, she lifts her head, eyes resolute. Yes, she says. I can't keep pretending this isn't happening. Real stories like Emily's unfold in bodycam files every night. If you want to see how the legal system handles these complex and heartbreaking domestic calls, hit subscribe and ring that bell. You won't want to miss our next case breakdown. Kyle is cuffed without incident. No struggle, just a stunned, defeated compliance. A search reveals the 9mm pistol, magazine loaded, round chambered. The gun is logged as evidence. Its status has changed because a domestic violence arrest under federal law can trigger a suspension of firearm possession rights. In a quiet, stunned voice, Kyle asks if she really said yes. The deputy confirms it, his shoulders slumping. Kyle asks him to tell her he's sorry. You'll get your chance to say that in court, the deputy replies. In the back of the patrol car, his exhale looks less like smoke and more like surrender. Back inside the now quiet house, Emily signs the affidavit. Morales explains the next 48 hours, the probable cause hearing, Kyle's possible release, and the absolute importance of a safety plan. He assures her they will wait until she's safely on the road to her sisters. With a fragile voice, she asks if Kyle will hate her. The deputy offers a stark truth. Maybe, but her kids still love her. And tomorrow morning, she will wake up without walking on eggshells, knowing she chose safety. Kyle is initially charged with misdemeanor assault. However, after the state attorney's office reviews the evidence, they elevate the charge. Under a Florida enhancement clause, the thrown mug is deemed a potential deadly missile, which raises the charge to felony battery. This isn't just about a broken cup. Facing a felony, Kyle pleads no contest. His sentence is 18 months probation, mandatory batterer intervention classes, and a 5-year prohibition on firearm possession. 6 weeks later, Emily files for divorce. It's a long road, but one she's finally brave enough to walk. 1 cup, 1 question, 1 brave answer. 2 lives permanently rerouted. This story is about the ripple effects of domestic violence and the courage it takes to break a cycle. If you're weighing whether to speak up about violence at home, remember that reporting isn't revenge, it's documentation. It gives the state the tools it needs to act. A victim's voice still guides the ship towards safety.
Kind of leave that up to you, but I do need you to check either yes or no and then sign your name, and then on the back if you...
If this story resonated, please share it with someone who needs a reminder that they aren't alone. Hotline info on screen, 800-799-SAFE 7233.
is now charged with domestic assault and could also be looking at possible charges of battery, disorderly conduct. For more cases like this, hit subscribe.